Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Age of Engineering. In the last episode, we were working on this building, which is what's going to be in this episode, the Blaze Spawner. So eventually this building might actually change it a little bit, might actually push it back just a little bit farther, like 2 more blocks, I think. Just to give myself a little bit more room, but basically this building is going to be my mob farm. So we're going to have a blaze spawner in here that is controllable from down here, and everything will be great. It's just a matter of kind of getting things working the way I want them to and whatnot, and all that kind of fun stuff. So not too much of an issue, not too much of, well, anything, but we are going to have to get some work done on this today. So it's a little cramped in here, but that's just kind of gonna be how I'm going to have to live with it. Shouldn't be too bad though. So I'm growing birch trees. I decided to go with this birch plank smooth for the floor just because it looks nice. And there's plenty of room down here. It's just the building needs to go that way just slightly. Which unfortunately is starting to creep up on my mine shaft. But that's not too much of a problem because I can kind of work with this a little bit. So we're going to work on this a little bit today. And some of the main things is just trying to get everything up and running. So I have some redstone alloy. I made a whole bunch of item conduits. And we're going to work on getting the restored spawner up and running so that we can start getting blaze rods. We're going to need a lot of blaze rods. And it's not that big of an issue, but it is to an extent as well. We need to ensure that we have plenty. Do we have some signs in here? We need to ensure that we have plenty of blaze rods because we're going to need a lot for, what are they called? They're the fire diamonds. So the other thing that we're going to work on today is a little bit, well, silly. We also, did we make the calculator mast last time? The conductor mast? I think we did. This thing is amazing, and it has such a huge capacity. But with the atomic calculator, we can do a lot of really cool things. I think we made that 2 times before. I don't remember. Anyways, one of the big things that we need to kind of move on, one of the things I'd like to get is a flawless calculator. And the reason we want a flawless calculator is so that we can get flawless diamonds. Flawless diamonds we can get very easily from diamond leaves, but in order to get that we need a diamond sapling. And to get that we need, we need the flawless calculator. Requires 2 end diamonds, a pear sapling, and end stone. Pear saplings are pretty easy, tanzanite, and amethyst saplings. Nothing too terrible there. The tanzanite is going to require an atomic binder, or we can get it rare chance, but the atomic binder is a bit of a pain. However, making the flawless calculator itself requires some flawless diamonds, which aren't too terrible. They do require atomic binder if we want to make them that way, which we'll have to. We already have 1. Then the end diamond is easy enough. That's kind of the next progression. That's something we're going to be making a lot of to get anywhere in this. Calculator screen, I actually just got one from the analyzing chamber. Some diamonds, and then a flawless assembly. And this is where things get bad because it requires advanced assemblies, calculator assemblies, and another atomic assembly. Well, the atomic assembly is terrible. However, there's ways around it. And we're going to look at the fabrication chamber today. The other thing we can kind of work on is these atomic modules we can get as well. So a couple things we can do, both of which are going to make my life a lot easier because the less iridium I have to use at this point, the better off I'm going to be. We are not doing good for power. In fact, I was in the process of getting more the fuel rods, but I've kind of run out of uranium ore, so that's a little bit of an issue. I switched over. I went ahead and made a green lens for the laser down here, just cactus green. It is currently off because it was draining all of our power, but haven't really got much uranium. I think the last time I checked it, we had like 2. So it's just going to be a matter of kind of progressing with other things while we wait for more iridium. And other things include calculator and mob spawners. So we have the redstone conduits. That is good. We're going to want a lever. Should not be a problem to make. And then we're also going to want some dark glass. We're going to use the dark glass from extra utilities too, because the dark glass from Ender.io is terrible to make. It requires 4 black dye each, whereas the dark glass from extra utilities requires just 1. It does require some thickened glass, but that's not a problem. So let's get like just a little bit of this stuff for right now, and we'll talk about that here soon. So why are we making dark glass? Well, basically I want to be able to see into the mob spawner without the mobs being able to see me, and that's the idea. So we need a little bit more of this basalt, and this basalt has been a pain to get. Not gonna lie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't. Okay. So we need like 3 more. Plus we need a little bit more basalt. So let's actually just harvest it from here, because we don't need that right now. So this is gonna have 1, 2, 3, and I think we could put the chest there with the hopper there. The spawner needs to be in the center of this room, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. And this is directly center, so we're going to do this and put redstone conduit. And then the last thing we're going to need to do is build up some sort of a wall over here, so we can have just a sign that says blaze. We can have a lever and then put redstone conduit here and just connect it over. So wiring wise, this is going to be messy, but other than that, it really doesn't matter too much. So here's the question: can we place this stuff? Can we put we put that there? I don't think we can put the can't put the hopper on it. So we'll put this here, ender hopper on top, and you know what, actually, if we put the diamond spikes here, this guy can go right here, because the blazes will get hit by the spikes above it and it won't matter. So that'll work fine. We just need to grab some more basalt, and this is something that I really kind of want to quickly set up. So if we want thickened glass, I believe it's sandy glass, so yeah, glass and a little bit more sand. Nothing too difficult there. And we will get everything kind of set up, hopefully quickly, just so it works, and so that we can get a good bit of blaze rods. Now we also do need to make a drawer controller, but that's not too much of an issue other than the basic circuit board, which, is there an easy way to get those? Not really. We need more redstone ingots, circuits, and diamonds. Okay, well, the redstone ingots, do we have any laying around? We do not. Why is there a diamond in there? Don't know. So we need 2 diamonds, redstone ingot, and then the circuits. Well, redstone ingots we can get like this, but I don't remember how many we get from, wait, can't we? Oh no, it is just redstone. Never mind. So we just need 2 redstone. So with that taken care of, we'll get the circuits from the other side. We're going to need some repeaters and some sort of drawer. Let's grab some more redstone. We need redstone torches. We need 6 redstone torches. So we'll just do this. I just made some sticks. And I'm just trying to think what else are we going to need. I don't think really much of anything. Stone. Another basic drawer. I have plenty of wood on us. We are probably going to want our drawer key. But other than that, where is our drawer key? I have 5 iridium, by the way. Not quite enough to do much with yet, but soon enough we will. So, and throw that in there. We have so many sticks. That thing throws me every time lightning strikes. You can actually see it in the sky. The sky changes color slightly, but it's not a big deal. It's just kind of distracting. Oh, I needed nether quartz as well. So let's grab that. And we can probably go ahead and make the repeaters over here. So let's just get everything we need before we go back over. We need 2 nether quartz. So 2 redstone comparators. Let's see. We're gonna need the thickened glass. That's the other thing I came over here for. Do we have much glass? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that'll be enough. And we only need a little bit of this stuff, but we will make a little bit more just because we're gonna want it for other mob farms later. So just a little bit of a thing. So what color of stuff do we need for the basic circuit boards? It is like the blues. So we have 1, 1, and 1. We certainly do. But yeah, as you can see, I've been getting quite a bit of stuff. It's kind of nice. Don't know when we'll get everything we need, but I mean, might as well just start working on it. So into the carpenter, we can remove this, and I believe it's like so. I just need some water. And there we go. Perfect. Now eventually I will have that set up kind of automatically. And I don't know quite how I want to do that kind of stuff yet. Because forestry is going to have its own little area. Maybe we'll have something that's a little bit more planergistics heavy, maybe not. I don't know yet. But anyways, we should be able to make a drawer controller now. And there we go. Some more basic drawers just in case we need them. And we can set this up. So, let's get this guy placed down. And we'll just do something like this. Disable those 2. Put this on insert, and for right now we're gonna lock all the drawers. Now this is just a security thing, so I can see if we need any more of anything. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to make things a little bit larger, considering we're gonna need more room for everything else, but we'll see. For all I know, the Ender Hopper won't be too bad. But next thing we should probably do is start setting up the vector plates and everything else. So if we place this right up here, we can click it and we can tell it redstone on, redstone off. Redstone. So with redstone signal, it will be off. So let's change this sign Blaze on blaze spawner on off. Okay, so that should be fine. We can come up. Nope, never mind. Wrong way. Let's go turn this off. So, I was wrong. And... or not. Ow. Okay. Let's just get out of here. I have no idea what I did wrong. I do have my good armor on. Why am I taking so much damage? Uh-oh. Where are they? Probably taking the damage because of, oh my gosh. Probably taking more damage because of the, the contact damage. They dislike you touching them. But, on the bright side, the spawner works. Gonna have to figure out what was wrong about that. So, they should be all gone by now. Yeah. They don't last very long. They only last for a couple minutes. But anyways, let's go ahead and start putting down the vector plates. And just do something like this. And I want a little bit of a, like, cascading effect. And that will push basically everything that's not crouching into the center. So we're going to need more vector plates. Let's go ahead and start getting rid of some of this stuff. I'm not very good at really, like, figuring out how all this stuff works. But the dark glass, we should have vector plates. Wasn't it really easy to get? Yeah, just doubled the vector plates. So we need basalt slabs from environmental tech. I have so much basalt slabs. It's not even funny. Basalt is so easy to get, except for the chiseled version, which I think I started to say this. I don't know if I finished my thought, but basically, the chiseled version does not like to appear too often. In fact, I believe it only shows up around lava. So that's a little bit of an issue. Iron and redstone. Alright. So let's grab some iron and redstone. I don't have much in terms of leather, but not bad, I guess, for now. Just get a bunch of basalt slabs. And there's 15 more. And yeah, we're definitely going to need either more rubber or more leather, depending on which way we want to go. How easy is it to get leather? We can reconstruct rotten flesh. So that's not a bad idea. Drying base and rotten flesh. That is relatively quick, and then killing mobs. Okay. So we might do some reconstructing. We have enough power right now that a minor little, like, burst won't really matter too much. We'll keep this sign for right now off. But yeah, let's go ahead and get... actually, we'll do... Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just do something like this. So they don't really seem to care about light levels. So what we can do is just put lights in the center here. And that should not be a problem. Now we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 17, 20, 22 more. That is a lot. We're also only going to need 2 diamond spikes. So 22 more means a lot of leather. Let's just grab, I should have a good bit of zombie flesh, I would think. Zombie flesh isn't really used for much else, so there's half a stack. Anything else? Any more, I guess? Not in there. I should have some in here, I think. Yeah, so if we need more, we can actually do that. Get some more redstone. Should be good on the iron. And we just need to make more conveyor belts, so where is the laser? Awesome. So with that, we should be good. So we need like 7. We actually need 8, so we need 1 more piece of redstone. But I don't want to use the last one in that little stack, so let's just do one of these. I did all of that just to get 1 set of redstone. Wow. I misclicking today, but oh well. So there is 64. That is a lot more than I thought. Oh, right, because we get 8 for each. Right, that's a thing. Anyways, we can throw... Do we have conveyor belts somewhere? I don't know. We'll just throw them in there. Basalt slabs, can we turn those back? We certainly can. And this should be good enough. There's no lightning strike. What was I crafting? Oh, I thought I saw something on the crafting table there. Dark glass. Don't forget the dark glass. Well, I guess it's just thickened glass, but it will be dark glass as soon as I do this. So, there we go. With that taken care of, really all we need to do at this point is figure out how to get redstone control over our stuff and just finish this stuff up. So with that, we're gonna want this, this, just kind of a cascade, rather than just full out everything goes to the center. Hopefully we'll be a little bit better off, but everything should go right here, and that's where we place our spikes. And then the last thing we need to do is place the spawner. Ow. Diamond spikes do hurt. And always on, redstone on. Let's try redstone on. Let's make it like so. And strong signal. Oh, it's not connecting. But I don't know if it has to. So if we turn that on. If that doesn't connect, what can I do? I can always put a redstone torch there, but we'll see if this spawns anything. And then we'll set the sign up and all that kind of fun stuff. So this is kind of redstone pulse. So redstone on should be getting a signal. So if we turn the redstone off, is it going to spawn anything? Let's go ahead. We can put this stuff in here. This is just kind of my supply chest for this area. But assuming that this rooster spawner actually works, we'll be kind of good to go. So just a matter of, let's just turn this on always on and see if it spawns. So I'm gonna have to do some fiddling with this, I think. For right now, if it will kill the blazes and pick up the items, I'm picking up the items because I have a magnet. Let's put our magnet away, not the battery. But this should give us not only experience but blaze rods. So we'll see, we'll make sure it works and everything. Can we still open this chest? We certainly can. So if anything else gets in there, we can easily deal with it. So seems to be working fine enough. I will figure out redstone control later. And yeah, that's that. So goes in there. We have 1343. Cool, perfect. So for the rest of the episode, I want to work on getting a fabrication chamber. Why do we want to fabricate? Oh my gosh, we got a scientific calculator. Why do we want a fabrication chamber? Well, it's gonna be really nice to have. It's kind of not N tier, but kind of really good tier stuff. However, it's gonna require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks of reinforced iron. So what's the easiest way to get this stuff? Well, we can calculate it with reinforced stone. That's not too bad. It's a 1-to-1. So we need 7 blocks of iron, or we can use some iron ore and a stone separator. So let's go get up some iron ore. We'll get as much as we can this way. Let's do like, I don't know. Do we want to do a half a stack? That would be 4 stacks. 7 blocks is about a stack, so let's do just a little bit extra. Let's do 24. And everything else should be pretty simple to do. So why make a... And we do want to put that in the stone separator, right? Yes. So why do we want to do this? Well, to put it simply, it's going to give us access to a lot of things. Now later we can make the atomic multiplier, which is... This is a ridiculous item. It allows you to duplicate any item for 1.5 billion RF, which seems like a lot, but eventually we'll be able to produce pretty much that whenever we want. RF will not be a power eventually. For now, it is, slightly, but you know, once we get to this point, because we need to go RF tools, we need to get sonar core, which this stuff is pretty terrible to make. Atomic modules, atomic assemblies, calculator plugs, just all in all, this is a really nasty thing to make. But once you do, 1.5 billion RF, and you have whatever you want. You can duplicate a lot of things. Now, the real reason to have the fabrication chamber, so we can use all these stable circuits to make atomic modules, or we can use a lot more circuits to make an atomic assembly. But what I want to look at is, well, these. So for just a couple circuits, we can make energy and speed upgrades. And that would be super duper nice. And the reason is we can speed up this guy. Now we're also going to want to make some other things eventually, but we'll worry about those after a bit. So first things first, we're going to need a chest. We need some reinforced stone, which I think we have a little bit over here. We do, but just not enough. Ooh, another stable circuit. You go right here. Cool. So as we get more circuits, it's going to be better. So speeding this guy up is going to be the best thing. We can also make a couple other machines that will kind of do that kind of stuff for us. And I think what I want to do is we're going to extend all this stuff. This guy is going to be placed up a little bit. We'll have a staircase going to an upper floor with this guy, just because we need to access his inventory, and we're going to need to a lot. Now, eventually we'll be able to automate it, but we're not quite there yet. So what we're going to want to do in the relative future is be able to selectively choose which circuits we get. And there is a way to do that as well. So if we take a look at, let's say, this circuit, The processing chamber, restoration, all that kind of stuff. Processing chamber might be something nice to have over the analyzing chamber, but it's not that bad. I have to go through all this again. Whoops. So you can use either the damage or the dirty circuits, but the nice thing is with the extraction chamber you have a chance. With the precision chamber you get exactly the circuit you want. So for example, if we want this circuit, we want the damage version, we can crush cobblestone and get a chance, or we can use the precision chamber and crush either cobblestone or reinforced stone, and that turns into that one. And you can see basically with the precision chamber how to get each and every circuit. Some of them are easier than others, and I believe there is, see, that gives you that one gives you, yeah, so these are the two same circuits. There's only, there's 4 colors, and there's 4 circuits each, so there's 16, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so not everything has 2, but some of them do. That one actually has 3, it looks like. So just kind of one of those things to keep in mind. If we want these circuits, we just use obsidian and that kind of stuff. Now, to get the stable circuits, it's a chance. This has like a, I don't know what the chance is, but it's a chance. It's not a guaranteed, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and make all this stuff. So I said we needed 7. I made a little bit too much, but that's fine. Extra reinforced iron is not a bad thing. And let's go ahead and put this in here. Put that away. I'll deal with that stuff later. And last thing we need is just some more reinforced stone, which I think I have some in here. I do. And so we should be able to make the chest pretty easily. And with that, we can just kind of come over here to our atomic calculator. Put that in there with 2 of these guys. Get the storage chamber, and I miscounted. We need 1 more block. Whoops. It's 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's 8, not 7. That was a really bad miscount. So this should be everything now. Recipe, like so, and then fabrication chamber. There we go. So we're just gonna put this over here, and I believe it does require power. But what we want to do is we want to tell it, first things first, speed. So we need those greens. We need these. We're going to take, maybe not all of them. I think we need to automatically pump items into this. So let's see. Let's make a chest, I guess. And the calculator is kind of notorious for being very weird on where things need to go. Do I have a crafting calculator, which is a cool item, by the way. It is basically a mobile crafting table. It does require power, though. I need my info calculator, which I think is in here. Yes. So let's see what it says about the fabrication chamber. Let's see, where is it? There it is. So it doesn't require power for this operation. Doesn't have an internal inventory, and circuits are taken automatically from adjacent storage chambers. Connected storage chambers can also be used. So is that those? But we might be able to pump items into it, or not. So that one doesn't actually need power. You know, we made all of that iron. It was pretty easy. And iron is, well, common enough that it doesn't really matter if we use a lot of it. So let's make another storage chamber. It's just 6 blocks of iron, which is almost a stack. Man, this is going to get expensive. So there's 2. And let's see if we can't get the item ducts to work first. So let's just do it right over here. And we'll put a chest down. And see, fabrication chamber. Insert on that side, extract. Always active. We will select the recipe for now. And didn't do anything. Okay, so that seems to be the output. So let's try the top. And we'll just see if this works. Nope. I doubt one side would be different than the other. You never know with this mod though. And unfortunately, it's always a pain to get the bottom. So insert. And actually, no. Okay. So let's just go ahead and make the storage chamber. And I think what we can do is just place it on like underneath or something, and we should be good to go. So it's not that big of a deal, just kind of annoying. We'll keep him right there for now. I'll probably end up moving him later, but for now. So we need this. 2 of those. And just a bunch of iron. And like I said, iron ore is common enough, so it doesn't really matter much to me to use this stuff. And once we have access to all this stuff, especially the speed upgrades, we can start speeding up all of our machines. And then what we can do is start looking into making the various better upgrades to all this stuff. Like I said though, I'm going to keep these guys running. The reason being, I think I might turn this into the upgraded version, which is the calculator. So in case you haven't noticed, there's like tiers of items, and the white items are typically the top tier of the items, which is why I wanted this room to be laboratory tiles, kind of clean looking, lab style. But like the flawless greenhouse and the carbon dioxide generator, which those are really high tier items, versus like the reassembly chamber. So it is the processing chamber? Yes. So the processing chamber is what we'd need, and it just requires a flawless diamond, which is not that bad. But it'll be easier later, so we'll worry about that once we get to that point. So let's go ahead and get this. And are you serious? We're going to be short one single. We're going to use all of this stuff. Wow. So this should be everything we need for the storage chamber. We'll see how this works. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to put all of those back. And I only want to take 2 for right now. The reason being is I just don't want to use all of our stuff. So there we go, storage chamber. Put that underneath. And we can just throw in those. So then I can fabricate. Okay, and it does take time. And this should give us a speed upgrade. So I can put all of the different circuits in here, not a problem. And for now, I'm just going to kind of do this automatically, or like manually. But not a problem, just going to be kind of slow. And then the energy upgrades is that one, which we have 3 of. And I think these are a little bit less used. So we can fabricate those. But yeah, definitely we want to speed this guy up. So remove circuits. Do we just like... Okay, you just click it. Cool. So that should be a little bit faster. And... energy upgrades. Might as well upgrade the energy as well. And eventually we can put void upgrades, so it will get rid of the stone dust if we don't want that anymore. So kind of cool. Energy upgrades, I believe if you look at the upgrades, it tells you about them. And let's see, energy upgrades increases energy and consumption, increases the energy consumption, and speed. So I think what it is it requires X amount of energy in order to do whatever it is it needs to do. And by adding the energy upgrades, it will do more, but it will use more energy. I'm not entirely sure. That was weird. Wasn't expecting it to say it uses more. But anyways, I think that is a good point to stop for this episode. And what we're going to do is next time, I'm going to figure out and make sure that this works the way I want it to. We have 50 blaze rods. I don't know why I said dragon. These guys will occasionally fight. We can always upgrade the vector plates. That's not too big of a deal. But I will figure out how this works and make sure that like everything is toggleable as I want it. So we have 51. I will come back in a little while and just make sure that there's still 51, and then try turning it on and see if there's still 51 or what. Try to figure out what's going on with that. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Next time we are going to continue working on whatever we can. Maybe start looking into the next age and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!